Hello, girls. Happy Monday, or whenever you are watching this, but I'll say happy Monday because it's Monday. How are you all? I know that I'm not seeing a lot of people right now. I know I start right away and many people wait, but I just start because I know that it's like for me, I just heard my husband sneeze. It's dinner time, so I probably am going to be missing a lot of you until later. And I have a lot of West Coast girls who, for me right now, it's 6 o'clock. But I know for you guys, it's like 3 o'clock. So 3 o'clock. So I'm going to start anyway. And if some of you are here and don't know me yet, I will introduce myself. My name is Jennifer Kupcho. I went to go sign it. Kupcho. I am a coach. I'm a spiritual mindset coach. I am a teacher. I am a wife of this past week, 21 years, mom. I have 2 teens, Lord help me sometimes, and 4, well, if we want to say fur babies, but hey, hi, Cher. Oh, I'm so happy I'm not alone. So, welcome. It always makes it nice when I'm talking to someone besides myself, though I do feel like I talk to myself a lot. That's a sign for talking to yourself. There's an actual sign for that, and I feel like that sometimes as a teacher during the day. But I'm so happy that you are joining, whoever is joining, even if it's later on. This actually came to me, and I know it was last minute, and I did not actually put it out there. Usually I say that I'm going to have a free week, but the universe just kind of lined up, and things came together, and women that I've been talking with, friends, clients, I always call them my girls, just stuff has said that this is the direction that I'm supposed to go. So it was last minute, and welcome for all of you. And it's going to be a week of either lives or posts, and I decided to start it off with live today instead of a post. And you guys can let me know. I know sometimes it's hard to watch a live, so if you think that maybe audio alone, I could always talk and leave that if that's easier if you're driving. I mean, I guess you could do that anyway. You can listen to it anyway if you're doing it that way, but I'm just trying to make it simple for us who are just kind of commuting and working and trying to, I know my lunch, I do a lot of either reading or listening audio while I'm working and setting things up. That's like my quiet time in my classroom. It's really nice. I let the lights go off. Sometimes I'll listen to some music or I'll read, so it's a nice time. So welcome, and I apologize that it's just last minute, but it all kind of just came together and it was pulling me to go in this direction. And so here's what I'm going to talk about specifically today. And I'm not going to say that I'm going to do a live every day. I'm not sure. It'll be a post or a live, but today's is about what I've been really good at a lot of my life, is what I call the victim mode or mentality and the way of thinking. And I lived that way a very long time. And it served me, as strange as it sounds. It's what I wanted and it's what I needed, and I was not willing to let it go. So I'll be honest when I talk with you because I've experienced it myself, and I kind of want to I don't know how I want to do it with love and with kindness, but also to be real. And I will say, victim. Oh, thank you. That victim mode, I kind of was addicted to. It was who I was. It was part of my, I don't want to say personality, but it's who I chose to be. But you don't have to. And I will tell you, at the root of it, hey, Bridget, at the base of it is fear. Well, let's put it this way. Hey, Tia, I did bring my glasses. I can actually see. Oh God, they're really dirty glasses, but I can still see. Woo! Maybe I'll leave them on so I can see if you guys talk, because I would love for you guys to give input and share, so that I'm not only just preaching at you, because I never want to do that. You can hear my crazy dogs. It's my real life. Oh my God. What was I say? Oh, victim. Have you ever found yourself caught up in a story? Story, not a good way, an energy, an emotion when someone has done you wrong. I mean, for me, that happened a lot when my son was growing up, and I would always felt wronged by others, or that they were not, you know, being careful with his heart, if you want to say, or being kind to him, not understanding him or misunderstanding him. And I always felt kind of angry, and I felt like no matter who I met on the street, I was talking with and telling, you know, whatever story that was wrong to me. Can you believe? I just found myself even getting tired of myself telling the story. I'll put these back on if you guys talk, so I'll put them on off. I have mirror. And I got tired of hearing myself tell the story. And mostly it was because I felt out of control. I felt that there was a situation happening around me that I had no control over. And I felt, and I don't know if any of you understand or can relate, just totally out of control. And I felt like for that minute or two that I was telling that story, I was gaining back control. I was trying to control the entire situation by telling everyone and getting them to believe what I believed, or that we could be on the same page, because inside I was out of control. I just felt like that. You know, it's that energy that just kind of like it snowballs and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And I never felt better at the end, because at the root of it was a fear that I was not handling it well enough. I mean, now that this is me actually figuring out over years, I don't know what your fear is, but there's definitely fear. There's anxiety and fear, and it's like you want to talk through it and keep going so you don't actually have to face what we're facing. Aw, thank you. So, hey, Jennifer. So you don't have to actually face that, but you don't have to let yourself stay in that same mode, that same victim. That's a hard one. I don't know why those eyes. So the victim mode that I was in, you don't have to. You can stop faster than I did. It took me a long time to figure it out. And there's a shortened, what we call it, acronym that you can use, and it's called WAIT. WAIT. W-A-I-T. And it's something that you actually have to be proactive and do when you can be right in the middle of a sentence. And if you were like me, I told the story enough times that I was pretty good at it. So maybe it was my third or fourth person that you approached, that you can stop yourself and to literally throw that thought out there, wait. And what it stands for is, why am I talking? Like, why? What's the purpose? Yeah, we can easily say, oh, it's because I want support of my friends and they're going to understand and they're going to help me. But we know for sure that's not it. You know it and I know it. It's that energy, it's that anxiety that we just get caught up in. Thank you. That we just really get caught up in, and we don't know how to stop. Well, maybe let's put it this way. I didn't know how to stop. I just kept going, and I was looking for something from someone else. I was looking for something from my friends, who most of the time didn't really, they were nice enough and they were sweet enough, but I know they really didn't understand enough to help me. So we throw out that word, wait, why am I talking? To stop yourself and question yourself. Give yourself a minute to think so you can change yourself out of it, because when you're stuck in it, it just rolls. You know what I'm talking about. I'm getting hearts so that I'm guessing that you guys understand me and you're there with me. You're like, well, I want to stop. I mean, I know for me, personally, I wanted to stop, and I had no idea how. It just kept going. So to throw out that, to throw out that wait, why am I talking, gives you that time to breathe, to think and say, well, why am I? Gives you that time to pivot out of that cycle that you're in and to redirect your thoughts. Because when you can pivot, then you can start thinking about, well, why am I saying it? There is a fear here. Am I fearful that I'm not going to be able to control this, or whatever it is, the situation that you're in? Figure out, and you don't have to figure it out at that moment, but you can stop yourself and then direct yourself, because then you can reach for the thoughts that replace that. Like, I am good enough. I have friends that will support me. I have a way out of this. I can deal with this. I've got a structure that's set into place. I don't have to keep into this anxiety-ridden energy that's only going to get bigger, and it's not going to help you at all. So by throwing out that weight, why am I talking, gives you enough time to breathe, think, and acknowledge the fact that you're coming from a fear-based place, because that's what all that energy is. So then you can redirect yourself and start telling yourself those supportive thoughts. Okay, I don't need to keep telling this story. I've got to figure out what it is, what fear it is that's happening inside of me. And in the meantime, I can calm myself down. And by grabbing those thoughts that I have enough, there's people that are supporting me or whatever it is, you're now replacing that energy that had you all wired up and telling like the first 5 people, God help them, because they were going to hear your story, or they were going to hear my story. And then you can stop it and you can figure out what that fear is. But in the meantime, you've already started to change what's happening. You're aw, I have a smiley face. That's nice. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sitting on my foot. You are I think it's asleep now. You are changing those thoughts, which is changing the energy and changing the vibration, and you don't have to be there anymore. So you can absolutely stop that. I'm going to say victim mortality, or victim mentality, if you want to say. You can stop that where it is. In a different way, even when it wasn't, I'm going to go in this direction too, because I tend to talk. I like to talk. But there was a time that I really feel like I was talking a lot out of fear. I would talk and I would get tired of hearing myself talk. I felt like I talked so much I wasn't really listening to others. And I know I had heard people tell me, oh, you really like to talk a lot. And I took great offense to that. I'm like, well, yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I like to talk. The reason why I was hearing that as a negative from others is because truly in me, I wasn't balanced with it. I knew something was up. Something was wrong. I wasn't just talking because I was enjoying it. I mean, yes, I was enjoying my time with my friends, but I was talking so much and not allowing that sharing. And I don't know if you can understand exactly what I'm saying, but they saying that to me, that, oh, you like to talk a lot. If I was balanced and fine and it wouldn't have bothered me at all. But I found myself in tears. I found myself insulted. I found myself questioning myself. Well, what's wrong with talking a lot? I like to talk. If I truly was talking because I was enjoying, like I'm talking with you right now, it wouldn't have bothered me at all. So when I really started to thinking about it, my talking so much was from a place of fear. I didn't want to actually stop. And I was worried as I was talking, as strange as that was, that I was being judged about what I was saying, and that about being good enough and not being worthy enough. That was a huge one for me that I finally honed in on. And so the weight has helped me a lot. It helped me in those situations where I had to stop myself from talking so much to say, it's okay. It's okay, Jen, to be quiet. It's okay to step back and listen and acknowledge my fear of being judged by others. So I can see this time. Share. Oh, good. I mean, not good, but yeah, good. It is good. I know, last night, because sometimes I do talk, people interrupt. So for me, listening is better. Well, you know what, Bridget? It's the truth, because I think other people have the same problem. I don't like to say problem. Challenge. Let's say it that way. The same challenge, in that they talk to want to be heard instead of having it a back and forth. And so listening, a lot of times, and that's what I find, even when I'm working with my girls, my clients, I don't like to call them that, my girls, I try to make sure, I mean, I talk with them, yes, but I want to ask the right question and then listen. And that's even me. I'm getting better at it, and I'm still working at it, but that's something that's changed a lot in me. Talking, why am I talking? Do I have purpose? Even when I went to see Gabby, 3 weeks ago, and she said people could ask questions. I sat there with my daughter and I'm saying, do I need to ask a question? Do I want to ask a question? Do I need to just be heard? Does my voice need to be heard? No. And I enjoyed just sitting back and listening and taking it all in. And no, I didn't need, but there was a little bit of anxiety. I'm like, I need to do it. That's important. I should be heard. No, it wasn't. I'll know, and you'll know when you really do need to talk and when you can sit back and listen. So if you're a good listener, you're ahead of the game. You truly are. So that's the goal really for today, is that you can, and that's the tool, if you want to say, to put in your toolbox, is that use that wait. Why am I talking? And when you get stuck in that story, I had two different ones. I was one in the story telling that I was like, you know, when you get like that. And then the other one, I just talked a lot, but not out of a comfort, out of a fear. So if you get stuck in that victim mentality, which I did for a very long time, like, woe is me and everyone's against me, and wanted to tell that story like one time too many times, stop yourself. Use the wait. Put it out there so that you can redirect your thoughts and go for those supportive thoughts and change that energy. You know the feeling I'm talking about when you're stuck in that cycle. So this is a way to stop it, even midstream. No one's going to know you're doing it, but you will. And it'll become a habit. And it is a much better habit to have than getting stuck in that story that really, we think it's going to give us control for that short time, and it doesn't. It actually, we lose more. We lose more control when we do that. So move out of that energy. Stop thinking everyone's out to get you. They're not. Just like you're not. Well, I mean, maybe you are. I hope not. I hope not. But we're not. We think so much more about what other people are thinking about us. And if we stop and change our direction, it changes everything around us. So that's just my thought for today, my first one, because that's a biggie that I had been working with and trying to control from out there. For everybody I met up with and told, and trying so hard that I wanted them to help me control it, not knowing that I had control the whole time. So you can do it. Change it up. Does anybody have any questions? I know I have some people here, so that's awesome. I really like, I'd make it no matter what, even if I was alone, but I enjoy having the company with you guys. Nope. Aw, thank you. Well, enjoy your dinner. I'm up to go make dinner tonight. I don't know what it is. I think it's just one of those simple, like Monday night, like macaroni and I don't know, hamburger or something like that, whatever's upstairs. So all right guys, so enjoy your evening, and tomorrow we'll be on to a second. Honestly, I don't know what it is yet. I have to wait. I have to do some reading. I have to do some praying and seeing what is coming your way, but it all is going to be on fear-based, based. I don't know if I signed that right. Okay, so that's what this week will be about. So come on back with me. Maybe I'll make an audio only. If I can't get to a video, I can do that at school on my lunch. My lunch, not during teaching. My lunch. Oh, that didn't sound good. Just want to say that I love it. Aww, thank you, Cher, and thank you, because that helps me. I mean, this has all been from all my I've gotten to here. And I have places to go, but it's from everywhere that I have been before. So I'm happy that it connects with you, because that makes me feel, and it just reinforces that I know that everything has purpose. So thank you, and thank you for stopping by. All right, have a good night, guys. Take care. I'll talk with you tomorrow, or post with you tomorrow. Take care.